I mean, I can't say there's a fight that I'm desperate to see, but I would like to see Joshua and Fury fight each other. I think we need to see that for the sake of this era. I feel like the Fury-Usyk rematch sort of concluded this era of the championship level, because it's clearly established now that Usyk's the guy, having defeated Fury, having defeated Joshua both twice, Wilder having gone by the wayside before that, and others also that kind of got beat along the way, and he's the last man standing.
I'm gonna have to agree with Dan there. To me, I don't care how many times both these guys have lost. They can have 6 and 7 losses. I still want to see these two fight. The fact that there's people out there saying that, this time has passed, nobody wants to see it. I'm beginning to think that you are a newcomer to this sport, because I don't think nobody who really likes boxing would say that. And if you did, you have to question why you even saying that, and are you even a fan of the damn sport? Because it makes no sense. As long as we pulling Mike Tyson out of retirement to show his bare ass cheeks, as long as we talking about some Conor McGregor, Jake Paul, as long as Jake Paul still in boxing, providing you guys fake fights, how dare you say that there's no interest for this real boxing match? Like, you got to be joking. And that brings me to another thing that needs to be said. A lot of people say that these fights that Jake Paul does, it brings new people to boxing, and is bullshit. It doesn't bring new people to boxing. You know what Jake Paul brings to boxing? Trolls. More uneducated people to fall into the pool of boxing, to sit up here and argue and complain about shit that they honestly don't even care about. You know what I'm saying? It's just a reason to gripe. Jake Paul in these fights bring trolls. These are not sustainable fans, okay? You can't expect to make a boxing fan, a true boxing fan, out of putting on a fake fight. You can't expect that, okay? They're here for the spectacle element of it. Everything but the sport of boxing. So I'm against that, this brings fans to the sport. No, it don't. It brings the wrong kind of people that we need in this sport, and we got enough idiots and retards and crybabies and bigots, you know what I'm saying, as it is. We don't need no more. That's all this kind of shit brings. I don't care what nobody says out there. I have yet to see a fight from Jake Paul actually produce a genuine boxing fan. How could they? Boxing is too damn turbulent. To me, boxing is a sport you got to get grandfathered in. Your father had to like this sport for you to like this sport now. Honestly, because it's too much of a clown show. It's too much bullshit. It's too much cheating. It's too much lopsidedness. It's too much belt swapping and email champing to go on to sustain somebody who thinks that they like this sport. People like this sport because of the yesteryears. You know what I'm saying? That they seen with their uncles, that they seen with their dads. Those are the true boxing fans. True boxing fans been grandfathered in. It was just something that was in your family, and that's how you love to box. That's the reason why you love boxing today. And that's probably the reason why your son likes boxing today. But this new era shit, this don't produce no new boxing fans. It's going to be boxing fans from here to all the way to adult, and then they're going to turn their son onto the sport. No, it basically stops with us. You know what I'm saying? So it basically stops at the Generation X halfway millennial mark. You know what I'm saying? It basically stops there. But to say that this kind of shit produces boxing fans, that's bullcrap, man. It's not true at all. Yes, I want to see Tyson Fury, and you know what? The British public should just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? You guys was this fucking close to having one of the biggest monumental moments in sport and biggest for British boxing that you ever could have. You guys was this fucking close, but you couldn't get it because of Tyson punk ass Fury. That's just a fact. I like Fury too, but you got to call it is what it is. He could have been gave you this fight, but no, it lost its luster. Joshua lost to Ruiz. Tyson Fury gets put on his ass by an MMA fighter and all this other stuff, then get beat by Usyk twice. I understand, but we have to make this fight just to make things right. And if you're a fan of boxing, especially a fan of heavyweight division, we can't afford to throw away no fights. What y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking? All these guys is meant to mix it up multiple times, because one punch can just change everything. One punch. All right, I'm gonna put it like this. Let's put some scenarios out there. All right, everybody's loving Usyk right now and stuff like that, and they should have been loving Usyk. It shouldn't take them to beat Tyson Fury twice to do it. And Tyson Fury at this point, especially, is not that high caliber. But I'm gonna get off that. But you see how we call it Usyk an all-time great. Usyk is this, Usyk is that. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about boxing, because one of the things is the compliments that you bestow on a person, it changes the whole dynamic if that person falls. Now, what if when Usyk fights Daniel again, which I believe he's a man in his word, he will, and what if Daniel knocks out Usyk? What does that make Daniel? Do you see how that goes? And in the heavyweight division, that stuff is highly probable. It's more probable than less probable. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beautiful thing about it. All this shit could switch. You know what I'm saying? Who we think is the best right now might not be the best in the end, or might not be looked at as the best at the end. But as of right now, Usyk is that guy. And since we know who the best is as of right now, we got to figure out who's second runner up. Who's the second best? Who's the third best? This is boxing. We can't afford to throw no fucking fights away. I don't understand this shit. You guys don't want to see shit like this, but you guys want to see Mike Tyson with his ass out, you know what I'm saying, and fake ass fights. I don't understand that. That's ass backwards to me. Hell yeah, I want to see this shit. Definitely, because it's long overdue. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be even more interesting when both these guys got a loss. You know what I'm saying? They both want to come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Because it's definitely money there. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely revenue there. So why wouldn't you want to do it? I just find that strange. But that's my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Van, I'm out.